Live on NBC 12, this is Newswatch 12 at 10.
Good evening. 2 people were killed and 2 others were injured when 2 aircraft collided in the air Saturday afternoon at the EAA Air Venture in Oshkosh. The U.S. Coast Guard Great Lakes responded to reports of a downed T-6 Texan aircraft. Local crews on scene reported debris and oil slick. Ben Krumholtz reports.
A day of perch fishing on Lake Winnebago came to a loud halt at about 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
We heard a big bang, and the time I got turned around, I did not see anything, so I took off with the rest of the boats.
What Scott Van Asten did not see was a plane crashing into the water a few miles away from the Asylum Bay boat launch between Oshkosh and Neenah.
All we really saw was just a lot of debris floating in the water and aviation fuel and stuff. We could not find anybody.
Van Asten says about 8 boats were looking for survivors before the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office arrived.
The initial responders were unable to get to the aircraft immediately, and recovery efforts have been ongoing throughout the day.
During a late afternoon update, Lieutenant Darren Rice said 1 body was recovered. Rice says the victims, a male about 20 years old and a female about 30 years old, are not from the area and appeared to have been visiting EAA Air Venture.
The position of the plane is making it difficult to recover the second body. Our dive team is diligently working to try to get into the plane to find the second body.
About 3.5 hours after the plane went into the water, a mid-air collision was reported at the south end of the flight line at Whitman Regional Airport on the EAA grounds.
We had a helicopter and a gyrocopter come together in a mid-air collision. Those 2 aircraft carrying a total of 4 passengers, 2 in each one, collided.
You can see the smoke and emergency vehicles speeding that way in this video from XLRS Aviation. Many people captured the fiery debris as firefighters rushed on scene, as you can see in this picture Cindy Brazo sent us. She says one of the aircraft clipped the tail of the other, sending both spiraling to the ground. The gyrocopter landing on a parked plane.
Well, it's always tragic when you have any kind of aircraft accident because we are all aviators and we enjoy being together here at Oshkosh.
The causes of both crashes are not yet known and both are under investigation.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller now joins us. Jeff, how's the week looking ahead of us?
Well, you know, the average high temperature is still 80. Most of us did not do that today, but hold on. 80s are in the forecast this week. Here we go outside now. Check on these high temperatures. 75 in Rhinelander today, 74 for the Antigo area. It was 78 for Green Bay. So it was comfortable, but, you know, the sun was out. It felt good. The air is dry now. It's not humid at all, and that will continue through tomorrow. All right, so temperatures currently are at 54 in Rhinelander. It's getting a little chilly out there because the dew points are low as well. Look at this incredibly dry air across the area, the entire area. Dew points in the 40s, that's very dry air. It will stay that way tonight and through tomorrow before we get a wind shift tomorrow night out of the southwest, bringing in more humidity around here. That wind shift, though, is important tomorrow because it's going to come out of the north, and that's going to bring us wildfire smoke once again tomorrow, and that could be locally thick smoke across our area tomorrow night with poor air quality across our region. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and kind of quiet out there with low temperatures down near 50. Your full forecast is coming up. Mohammed.
Thanks, Jeff. Now look at some events you may have missed. The Oneida County Fair came to an end today in Rhinelander. This annual fair has been a staple in the community since 1896, the same year that Gene Shepard revealed the hodag to the area. The fair relocated several times in Oneida County, but now takes place at Pioneer Park. There was different activities, food, and music every day, and it brings locals back every year.
My favorite thing about the fair is just seeing all the bands and seeing all the music and just having a chance to just go around meeting people.
The fair relies almost entirely on volunteers. Much effort and support is needed from both individuals and businesses for the event to be successful. In Forest County, the Kentuck Day Festival took place in Crandon yesterday. This event helped celebrate the heritage of the area's early settlers from Kentucky. The Forest County Courthouse was filled with over 100 different vendors. Forest County Chamber of Commerce board member Leslie Meyer says this event brings in a lot of people.
Everybody's saying how nice the weather is and what a beautiful day it is, and it's pretty crowded down here, so I think they're having a good time.
Attendees also got the chance to enjoy the Kentucky Classic Car Show right down the street. It featured over 50 unique cars. The annual Woodruff Fire Department Pig Roast fundraiser took place this weekend. The event helps the fire department collect the necessary funds they need to maintain proper equipment to serve the Lakeland area. Our reporter Will Harrelson caught up with the Woodruff Fire Chief to talk about the importance of events like these.
The annual Pig Roast fundraiser plays a big role for the Woodruff Fire Department. Fire Chief Victor G. says that not only does it raise money for the station, but it allows them to become closer with the Lakeland community.
I think in a lot of places, in the small towns like this, a fire department is kind of a community center of pride or whatever, and it's just a good time for people to come get together. It's a common goal that everybody can get behind of wanting to see their fire department functioning well and things like that.
G says that this event helps them get the things that they need to protect the area.
In the last couple of years, through fundraising events like this, we've purchased a fireboat, a new UTV. We purchased a wildland firefighting truck a couple of years ago with it as well. So we've raised a lot of money, giving us the opportunity to get a lot of different equipment that we may not have as easily had.
While the event is a big help, G says there are many other ways to help support a fire department.
We're a 100% volunteer staff here. Most of the departments in the area are. There's literally something that almost anybody could do for a fire department. So that would be the most important way to support a department, would be to go and join one. Come and volunteer at an event like this.
Reporting in Woodruff, Will Harrelson, Newswatch 12.
Thanks for that, Will. The Northwoods Art Tour wrapped up today. People had the chance to visit Northwoods artists in their creative space to get a closer look. This event has been going on for 23 years, and this year, 38 artists were featured in Vilas, Oneida, Iron, and Lincoln counties. The tour is self-guided, so people can design their own experience. Organizers are also planning another tour in the fall. Speaking of art, the Riverfront Art Center in Stevens Point is looking for artists for their new open water art exhibition. Artists 18 and older are invited to submit their water-themed artwork on August 17th and 18th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the RAC. The show will be on display from September 1st to October 22nd. More information can be found on our website, wjfw.com. The Marathon County Jail will transition to a new inmate technology systems beginning tomorrow. This technology change will impact inmate phone calls, emails, and video visitation during the week of July 31st to August 5th. Additional information for families and friends will be made available tomorrow on the Marathon County Jail webpage. 2 people were killed and 3 were injured in a crash early Friday morning in Kenosha. Kenosha police are currently investigating the situation. Mary Jo Alla has more.
My head was like, oh my Lord, what happened here?
5 people were inside this red pickup truck when it slammed into the Play It Again sports store near 75th and 41st in Kenosha. 2 of them were killed. 2 others were seriously hurt.
You know, and I feel for the families that, that they have lost 2 good loved ones.
It happened around 3:25 a.m. Friday. This security video shows the pickup traveling east on 75th about a half mile before it crashed. The speed limit here is 30 miles per hour.
We can say that there was evidence of alcohol use that was located in the vicinity of the crash. There was also eyewitness reports that the vehicle was exceeding the speed limit.
Kenosha police identified the 2 people who died as 22-year-old Dylan Zamora and 21-year-old Jenna Barrett. Both are from Kenosha. Some of Dylan's relatives tell me that he was 1 semester away from completing a doctorate program. In a statement, Carthage College says Jenna was a nursing student there and a standout volleyball player during her time at Tremper High School. Police say everyone who was in the pickup truck is between the ages of 20 and 22. It's not clear where they were coming from or traveling to.
If it is shown that the driver was impaired at the time of the accident, there are serious criminal charges that can come from that.
At this point, police say it's too early to determine what exactly caused the crash. Meanwhile, Play It Again Sports in Kenosha is partially boarded up and temporarily closed. Mary Jo Alla, TMJ4 News.
We still have a lot more news to get to. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll hear from one woman in Waukesha who loves Winnie the Pooh. Plus,
mostly 70s out there today, but 80s are on the way, along with a new batch of wildfire smoke. More detail on that when I come back.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Not flossing well? Then add the whoa of Listerine to your routine. New science shows it gets in between teeth to destroy 5 times more plaque above the gum line than floss for a cleaner, healthier mouth. Listerine. Feel the whoa.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections are an important part of a healthy life. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people, not just in your family, but others whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Trying a new hobby, volunteering, exercising, even using your phone or other device to stay in touch with others. All these can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoeffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to get connected. This message is brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
All your local news is just a swipe away with the new and improved Newswatch 12 mobile app. Download the app on all your devices for local news, school closings, full video newscasts, and more. Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. It's Sunday night. The weekend is now ending. The last weekend in July. What a day today, right? Lots of sunshine and a few clouds. Sunshine, clouds. We made it through with temperatures in the mid-70s for highs. Again, the average high is 80. Most of us did not do that today, but hold on. Warmer temperatures are on the way. We have 80s in the 7-day forecast. Right now, though, it's 54 in Rhinelander with a west breeze around 3. A dew point there of 49. Incredibly dry air locked in place right now. Over in Wausau, 64 for you. A northwest breeze in there as well, with that pressure rising at 30.11. Okay, temperature-wise around the horn, 50s and 60s out there currently. A couple of us could dip our toes into the upper 40s for low temperatures tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning because the dew points are incredibly low, right? This dry air out there. This is a good measure of where temperatures could fall to tonight. So that's a 49 right now in Rhinelander, also for Land O'Lakes. Overall, we'll have low temperatures tonight down near 50, but we're going to recover tomorrow up near 80, also for Tuesday and for Wednesday and for Thursday. Warmer temperatures are on the way. Again, the average high being 80. We should do that the next 4 days before a bit of a cool down for us Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the weekend. Okay, so here's the problem though initially, right? So tonight the wind is shifting out of the north. Normally not an issue, right? But tomorrow it will be because it's going to tap into a lot of wildfire smoke once again. It's going to get really hazy around here tomorrow and also probably trigger some air quality alerts against around our area too, as there is a lot of smoke on the way for tomorrow into Tuesday. Before on Tuesday, we're going to shift the wind back out of the south again, get rid of the smoke, but overall, tomorrow is going to be an incredibly hazy, polluted day across much of north central Wisconsin. Right now, though, nothing happening currently. This will leave us alone. We're in no chance for rain tonight or tomorrow. There could be a couple of showers in the forecast for us later on Wednesday. Our forecast tonight, though, is looking at mostly clear skies. Some dense fog is likely after midnight. Look for low temperatures down near 51 and a calm wind out there as well for tomorrow. All right, so here we go. So partly cloudy skies, poor air quality arriving probably midday tomorrow. So incredibly hazy tomorrow with poor air quality throughout the afternoon. This could be the worst air quality we've seen so far this season, and it got pretty bad, of course, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, with high temperatures up near 80 and that northwest breeze around 5 to 10. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows a dry stretch of weather ahead. However, and not on this map, there'll likely be a few showers late Tuesday into Wednesday, and maybe then again late Wednesday into Thursday. But again, daytime hours should stay dry. Look at temperatures though, 80 Monday, Tuesday 81, Wednesday 83, back mid-80s on Thursday, and then a bit of a cool down late Thursday night, handing us 70s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mohammed.
Thanks, Jeff. A group of deputies came to the aid of the man's best friend in Dunn County, Wisconsin Wednesday, and it was all caught on body camera video. Take a look at this. The Dunn County Sheriff's Office says a deputy had responded to a call about a 7-week-old puppy that was stuck in a culvert. That deputy was unable to rescue the little guy with the tools he had on hand, but another responding deputy and sergeant got a catch pole, and that did the trick. They were able to grab the puppy's leg with it and pulled him out and quickly handed him over to his owner. A Waukesha woman continues to break her own Guinness World Record for the largest Winnie the Pooh collection. James Grove gives us a closer look.
I'm standing in the Guinness World Record largest Winnie the Pooh collection, over 20,000 items, and it's in Vernon, Wisconsin.
These were actually from a claw machine in Shanghai. This is a Tigger guitar from the 90s. You know, people call me the crazy Winnie the Pooh lady, and I would say that that's probably correct. I definitely associate with the character.
That's Deb Hoffman. She lives in Waukesha County and has the world's largest collection of Winnie the Pooh memorabilia.
Okay, this was my holy grail. I looked for this guy for 9 years, and he's numbered 20,000 in the collection.
You won't believe what she was offered.
I've been offered $25,000 for it. I did not pay that for it.
Some of the stuff she bought at thrift stores for pennies. Others cost a pretty penny. Her estimated value?
I'm thinking it has to be over $1 million.
Deb started collecting Winnie the Pooh memorabilia around 30 years ago when she was in her 20s. She wanted to buy this specific novelty phone. The rest is history.
I love the hunt of having to find something.
So what's her end game? Eventually, it will all be donated.
When I go to the big honeypot in the sky, where is it all going? It's going to Canada.
White River, Canada. That's the place where the bear that inspired the Winnie the Pooh series was found. But until then, she will keep collecting.
These are from the 1940s. They're basically in mint condition.
In Vernon, James Groh, TMJ4 News.
We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll head up to Michigan to see how one woman is helping kids who has special needs. We'll be right back.
In 1930, we began helping people in Milwaukee who were hurt and killed by the carelessness of others. For more than 90 years, the awards for our clients totals well into the billions of dollars, probably more than all the other personal injury firms in the state combined. When entering a negotiation, it helps to have that reputation on your side. We have the talent and resources to take on the big corporations for regular people all over Wisconsin. Habish, Habish & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set up. Say goodbye to that truck. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day.
Home internet from T-Mobile, just $50 a month.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family meals with your wife's crazy Uncle Eddie suck, but we do it anyway. Because the memories that we make with family are everything. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. Because finding those photos years from now will make you laugh and cry. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer, but not as much as letting things go undetected or untreated. So do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer, which will give you even more years of doing things that don't suck. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org today.
Mammogram, colonoscopy, pap test. You need to go screen for cancer.
Welcome back. The Biden administration is launching a website for its new student loan repayment plan. This new approach comes weeks after the Supreme Court rejected the president's effort to wipe out student debt for millions of borrowers. Students can access the website now during this trial period and apply for the new program. The website will be fully functional next month. The new approach comes as student loan payments are set to resume in October after a long pause because of the pandemic. Borrowers will only need to apply once and not yearly. Vice President Kamala Harris participated in a moderated conversation on Saturday while at the NAACP's annual convention. The convention kicked off earlier this week at the Boston Convention Center with the theme Thriving Together. Vice President Harris was a guest for her conversation with Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell. During her conversation, the vice president touched on recent challenges to hard-won rights and freedoms, while also taking aim at the Supreme Court for their decision against affirmative action.
What I know about the leaders who are here is that the members of the NAACP are up to the challenge to fight for these hard-won rights and freedoms, and we know every day we must be vigilant in protecting that which we have achieved and keeping our eyes on our vision, our collective vision of how we can continue to strengthen our nation.
Organizers are hoping her visit will inspire members to continue fighting for racial justice across the country for generations to come. Yoga isn't just good for your physical health, it's also good for the mind. One woman in Dimondale, Michigan uses yoga as an escape and wants to share her passion with kids who have special needs. Amaya Kuznicki shows us what inspired this idea.
Not everybody's the same. Everybody's different.
Embracing what makes people different is the goal of a new sensory-friendly yoga studio in Dimondale. Christina Pierce's daughter Maya is 9 years old and was diagnosed with autism and OCD as a young girl. Christina wants to get her involved with different activities and thought they'd give sensory-friendly yoga a try.
When we go to a sensory program where it is able to control the lights and the sounds, she's able to be herself, be able to participate, and it's awesome to see that.
Bree Luganbell recently opened Nurture Yoga Studio in Dimondale. She was inspired to offer this kind of yoga from her own son.
Our son, he is 6 and he also has autism. Building that community for them, but then I'm also finding that community myself at the same time.
When kids go to the studio, there are a ton of things that can help keep them relaxed and comfortable.
We have the lights you can actually turn lower or different colors on an app. And then we have different sensory toys that they can also play with.
Luganbell says she'll offer free sensory-friendly yoga classes for kids ages 0 to 18.
They'll be completely inclusive, but also accessible.
And inclusivity and accessibility is what Christina wants for her little girl.
Once we learn to accept and adapt to other people's or kids' needs, I think the world and places would be so much better.
The Brewers dropped a tough game last night against the Braves to clinch Atlanta the series. Saul, Game 3 was today. How did the Crew do against the team with the best record in baseball?
Well, Mohammed, they had an opportunity to avoid a sweep with a win today. Coming up on Newswatch 12 after the break, I'll tell y'all if they were able to do it.
Sure, it's nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit. Oh yeah, I love coming home. I missed having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekend.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
What do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
Get up to 56% off list at our huge 56th anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. Plus, enter to win a free car. It doesn't get any better than this. Amazing deals on living rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. Oh, did we mention totally free shipping with no minimum? Up to 56% off list. 56th anniversary sale. And someone's walking away with a free car at Slumberland Furniture. It's a big deal.
Works hard at Hour 1 and twice as hard when you take it again the next day. So Betty can be the barcode beat conductor. Let's be more than our allergies. And for fast allergy relief with a powerful decongestant, try Zyrtec D.
As a combat wounded veteran, I know how hard it is to come home and build a meaningful life. When I was in Iraq, our vehicle was hit. A rocket-propelled grenade exploded right under my seat. Traumatic brain injury, a fractured pelvis, severe burns. They didn't think I was going to make it. I had to learn to walk again and live with the scars, both visible and invisible.
DAV helps veterans like LaToya get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
With DAV on my side, I was able to pursue my dreams. If my story can touch a heart, it can change a life. My victory is overcoming my wounds so I can help other veterans.
LaToya Lucas, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
80% of Americans aren't getting their recommended daily physical activity. It's time to get moving, America. Physical therapists and physical therapist assistants are by your side, helping you move through life. Choose physical therapy, and let's keep moving.
The Milwaukee Brewers have been on a tear since the All-Star break, with one exception, the Atlanta Braves. The Crew were able to sweep the Reds and beat them in another series to get back on top in the division, but have now dropped their second series to the Braves, including this one, and were looking to avoid getting swept. So let's see if they could do it and avoid the sweep. Here in the third, Crew down 1, Christian Yelich up to bat, and he ties this thing up. Yelich goes opposite field for a solo shot to make it 2-2, but they weren't done there. Same inning, and ladies and gents, turn up your sound systems to the sound of Carlos Santana. The Brewers' newest addition gets this ball out of here to put them back on top. But this game was back and forth, and Willie Contreras was able to give the Crew the lead again with the double to the outfield that scores Bryce Turing and Blake Perkins to put them up 6-5. But if you can believe it, the Braves tied it up again, and Matt Olson was able to hit the dagger in the 8th as his 2-run shot was good enough to win this game 8-6, and the Braves complete the sweep over the Crew. The sweep really hurt the Crew in the NL Central standings. They were in first place before the series started and are now getting swept, and Cincinnati winning their series against the LA Dodgers. The Reds now hold a half-a-game lead in the division. Following those two teams are the Chicago Cubs, who are in third place and 4 games back of the Reds, the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are in fourth place and 10 games back of Cincinnati, and the St. Louis Cardinals are the team rounding out the division, being 11 games back of first place. NASCAR headed to Road America this weekend with the Henry 180 race happening for the Xfinity Series, and Rhinelander's own Parker Retzlaff was able to compete in his home state. However, it was another Wisconsinite who took home the trophy at Road America as Franklin's own Sam Mayer hoisted the trophy and won the event. Retzlaff ended up finishing 14th, though, in the event and had a solid showing in the final couple of laps. 17 years ago, Kobe Bryant dropped an astounding 81 points in a single game, the second most in NBA history. Saturday night, Milwaukee Bucks guard MarJon Beauchamp was able to drop 83 points in a game at the Crossover Pro-Am run by Jamal Crawford. While this was a game played for fun, Beauchamp showed his scoring ability and will hopefully bring that offense to the NBA next season. Muhammad, I don't know about you, but 83 in any type of game is impressive, no?
Absolutely. Thanks for that, Saul. When we come back, we'll have one final look with the weather with Jeff. That's coming up after the break.
Stay tuned to get a free pan from Granite Stone. Stuck on eggs, burnt on batter. You can scrub and scrape, but you can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Stone Pan, the all-new durable non-stick pan. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Look, caramels, chocolate, and cheese. Unreal for any other pan, but not for Granite Stone. It just doesn't stick. Granite Stone will be the last pan you'll ever need because it's pressed from a solid aluminum disc for even heat conduction. Then coated 3 times with our durable Granite Stone finish. Granite Stone is metal utensil safe and won't scratch. And talk about non-stick. This salmon cooked skin side down with no added butter or oil just doesn't stick. This steak is perfectly seared, just like the pros. And because Granite Stone is oven rated to 500 degrees, we bake this upside down pan pizza to perfection, and it just doesn't stick. Fire Flambe Delicious Cherries Jubilee. Plus, it's PFOA free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone pan for the special TV discount price of just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. It's the perfect size for personalized eggs, omelets, or frittatas that slide right out. It makes the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich quick. Yours absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. That's right, free shipping. You get it all, an incredible value. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-898-6703. That's 1-800-898-6703, or order online at buygranitestone.com. That's 1-800-898-6703. Call now.
When we walk, when we reach, when we play, we're moving through life. But an estimated 80% of Americans aren't getting their recommended daily amount of physical activity. It's time to move and keep moving, America. And when you need help, physical therapists and physical therapist assistants are by your side. Because we are meant to climb, to dance, to soar, to thrive. Choose to move. Choose physical therapy.
Join the conversation when you're on the go. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date. Newswatch 12, from where you live.
All right, guys, mostly 50s and 60s out there now. Many of us will have lows near 50 tonight. A couple of us could dip our toes in the upper 40s for lows tonight. Here's our issue, though. Wildfire smoke returns tomorrow. It's going to get incredibly hazy. Poor air quality throughout the day tomorrow into tomorrow night. But then it's not going to last very long because the wind will shift out of the south tomorrow night, more so probably on Tuesday. And that could give us a relief then from the pollution. And then overall, though, the 7-day forecast shows warmer temperatures. It's going to feel like summer around here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, it looks dry, but there'll likely be a couple showers in the forecast late Tuesday night and then again late Wednesday night. But daytime hours should stay dry.
Big week for you, though, so
Yeah, it is. Football practices start up, Tuesday?
Yeah,
August
Tuesday,
1st.
starting.
Yeah, super excited not to be busy again.
Thank you so much for your time. See you back here tomorrow.